Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are a fresher looking to kickstart your cloud computing journey with AWS, you have landed at the right place. In today's video, we'll talk about the top AWS technologies every beginner should learn. So whether you are a total newbie or just getting started, don't worry. This video will break everything down into easy, digestible steps. Alright, let's dive in. But before we jump into the techie stuff, here's a quick question for you. Have you ever wondered how companies like Netflix and Airbnb run their massive operations without having to worry about buying thousands of servers? The answer is cloud computing, and AWS is the leader in this space. First things first, what exactly is cloud computing? In simple terms, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services like storage, processing power, and databases over the internet. This means you don't need to own physical servers or worry about their maintenance. Sounds pretty cool, right? And AWS or Amazon Web Services is a cloud platform that offers on-demand access to computing power, storage, and other services, all hosted by Amazon. Alright, now that you know what AWS is, let's jump into the core services every beginner should focus on to get started. These are the building blocks of cloud computing, and trust me, you will use these a lot as you grow in your cloud journey. First up, we have got Amazon EC2. This is the service that allows you to create virtual machines in the cloud. Think of it as renting a computer in the cloud to run your applications. You will start by choosing an instance type, launching it, and then connecting it via SSH. This is the foundation for running web servers, databases, or pretty much any application you need. Next we have is Amazon S3 or Simple Storage Service. This is super easy way to store files, images, videos, backups, you name it. With S3, you simply create buckets, which are like storage containers, upload your files, and manage access permissions. And guess what? It's all super secure and scalable. Now let's talk about IAM or Identity and Access Management. As you start using AWS, it's super important to manage who has access to your resources. And that's exactly what IAM helps you do. You can create users, assign them to groups, and even give them specific permissions based on roles. This is crucial for keeping your cloud resources secure. Okay, now that you have got the core services under your belt, let's look at some more beginner-friendly services to dive into. One of the coolest things you can do with AWS is serverless computing using AWS Lambda. With Lambda, you can run your code without having to worry about managing any servers. Just write your code, upload it to Lambda, and then trigger it whenever something happens, like a new file being uploaded to S3. It's perfect for automating tasks. Next up, Amazon RDS, which stands for Relational Database Services. If you are familiar with databases like MySQL or PostgreSQL, RDS makes it easy to set up and manage those databases without worrying about hardware. With RDS, you can quickly create, scale, and back up your databases with just a few clicks. Plus, AWS takes care of most of the management for you, like software patching and backups. Let's not forget Amazon VPC, which stands for Virtual Private Cloud. Think of VPC as your own private network in the cloud where you can place all your resources securely. You can create subnets, control traffics with route tables, and connect to the internet via internet gateways, keeping your resources safe and isolated. Alright, now that we have covered the main services, let's quickly talk about security and monitoring because they are crucial when working in cloud. With AWS CloudWatch, you can monitor your resources in real time. CloudWatch helps you track metrics like CPU usage, memory, and disk space. You can even set up alerts to notify you if something goes wrong. And finally, AWS WAF, that is Web Application Firewall, helps you protect your web applications from common attacks like SQL injections and cross-site scripting. You can easily configure WAF to block harmful traffic and keep your applications secure. Alright, so now you know the key AWS technologies you should focus on as beginners. But how do you start learning them? Well, AWS offers an amazing free tier where you can access many of these services for free, and there are tons of free resources on the website. You can also check out AWS's free training courses or dive into beginner certification like the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner that will give you a solid foundation in the cloud computing and AWS. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And let me know in the comments what AWS services you are most excited to try for.